Welcome to the Note to Self podcast. I'm your host, Zoe. I'm a certified professional life coach, serial entrepreneur, verified YouTuber, and published author. On this podcast, you can expect actionable tips, reflections, and inspiration to live your best, most fulfilling life. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome back to Note to Self. And today's Note to Self is why I will always have a life coach. So, this past week, I was reflecting with my life coach of 3 years on everything that this journey has granted me with. And I wanted to share some of my personal answers to her testimonial today because I feel like I could have never imagined where my life would be, how I would feel, how much alignment I would witness in my life at the beginning of this journey. Like, I am a completely different person, and I feel so blessed to have been working with my coach every single week for the past 3 years. It's incredible when you really get to know and get to trust someone as a coach because Angie, my coach, I'm sure you guys are going to hear me talk about her a few times, so just name dropping, she's amazing. If you guys ever would like her contact information, I will definitely I will definitely provide that to you. You can just send me a DM. But yeah, I am a completely different person. And a lot of that power comes from momentum, right? Of working with Angie week by week, having this safe space week by week, but then also having this powerful coaching relationship with her where she's worked with me for the last 3 years. She's fully aware of a lot of my patterns, right? Fully aware of my past and how it's resurfaced in different ways. She's gotten to know my identity on different levels. And as a coach myself and having clients who I've worked with for the past 3 years, it's just incredible to see who they have become and how they have evolved. It brings me so much joy. I take such pride in the success of my clients. I just am continuously amazed, and I just feel so grateful to be a part of their journeys and their evolution. And yeah, like, I don't know, I'll always have a life coach because here are my here are my reasons why, and they're coming from the testimonial that I filled out with Angie. Is basically, in the simplicity of it, life looks completely different, and it allows for such a powerful momentum. But the first question from the testimonial is, how do you feel as a result of the coaching work we are doing together? So at this time of filling it out, which was I think about 6 months ago, I wrote, I feel incredible. I truly never imagined living a life that felt this true and authentic. Life coaching has been a pillar in this process. The next question is, how is your life or work different now as a result of the work we have done together versus what it was like before? My answer, I am much more efficient at what I do because my level of awareness is higher than ever before and continues to grow and evolve. Prior to coaching, I lacked the self awareness that unconsciously caused anxiety spirals and self doubt. And let me tell you, working with a coach each week, like, you don't hide from anything in your life, and you get so comfortable with confronting anything that feels like it's sticky or in your way or in your path. And you stop making those things so personal because you're like, there's really nothing that I've never been able to get through or get over because I've worked consistently at it. And sometimes triggers last longer than others, sometimes patterns stick around longer than others. But I'm telling you, life coaching and working with the same life coach over 3 years, like, I just feel like there's nothing I can't do. And that's so key. It's incredible. It's I feel like it's like in my back pocket all the time. It's like my secret tool, but it's not so secret because I am a life coach and I talk about it all the time. But the next question is, what would life look like if we didn't work together? How would it be different? And my answer was, I would probably still be stuck in a trauma bond situationship, struggling with anxiety and lack of self awareness. I would continue to relive and create patterns from my past without recognizing I had the power to create lasting change in my future. if I can get through what I was in, you guys, you can totally do it too. I really just want to validate that. Like, if I didn't have a life coach, I can't even imagine where I would be. I feel like I would just be so much further back in my timeline than where I am now. And I'm so grateful to be on the other side of these deeper patterns that I had to purge, deeper conditioning that I've had to purge over time. I feel a lot more spacious and a lot more light. And in that way, I know and trust that I can welcome in a lot of new abundance to new levels that I have not yet received before. An abundance in ways of being, of feeling, of freedom, of finances, of love, of connection. It just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better and better and better. And the next question on here is, what lasting impact has the coaching experience had on your life or work? And my answer is, I know myself better than ever before, and that is a true priceless gift. What I really love about the simplicity of this answer is that that gift is priceless, of knowing myself better than ever before. The power of awareness, my goodness. I mean, you guys know, you're listening to this podcast. I feel like you cannot perceive what you're not in the vibration of. You know how incredible it is to receive awareness on something that you have been struggling with in your life. Awareness itself is always 90% of the transformation. So as soon as you bring patterns to light, let's say in the coaching session, or you release different ways of being because you've shown a light on it and you've brought it into that space that is awareness, you are almost there in your transformation. Like, you then have the choice to release it and let it go. Sometimes things take longer time than others, and perhaps it's because there's different levels and layers to things. But that's why coaching is so amazing, because if it's still there for you a week later, you come back and you just get at it. You get at the next layer and you just keep going until you feel like the most unstoppable superhuman. The next question is, what is the most valuable part of the coaching experience for you? So I wrote, having a safe space each week to truly express who I am and what I am going through, and have a mirror, Angie, my coach, to reflect powerful questions and awarenesses back to me. Being able to work with Angie each week has created and cultivated a powerful, energetic momentum in my life I never thought possible. I truly feel there is no challenge I would not be able to overcome. And I just spoke into that to you guys as well. It's an unstoppable feeling that you get when you truly know that you can overcome any hurdle or any experience that life puts in your path. And it's so empowering to live life that way, right? Feeling like there's absolutely nothing that I can't overcome, and life will continue to get better and better. And I'm an active participant in creating the life of my dreams. The next question is, if a colleague, close friend, or family member asked you what it was like to work with me, what would you tell them? I wrote, I would tell them, don't spend another second deciding, just sign up. Your life will never be the same in the best way. It is absolutely incredible what I see clients do. I spoke previously in this episode about clients that I've been working with for the past few years, but even the transformation that people create within a 3-month container is absolutely profound. Like, people get what they intend for. People create magic. People just step into their power, and it just lights me right up. Like, I just love to see people just totally aligning with their highest timeline. It is absolutely incredible. The last question that Angie had on her testimonial was, before investing the time or money in coaching, what concerns did you have that may have prevented you from signing up, and what ultimately put your fears to rest? So, in signing up with Angie, I had no fears. We were both actually coming out of IPAC together, and we both decided we were going to do coaching together. But even now in my life, I have hired different coaches in different areas: business coaches, relationship coaches, breathwork coaches. And I personally don't really have fears around investing in myself, because I've sort of strengthened and become more comfortable with that muscle over time. But I know that it can be uncomfortable for people to start spending money on themselves in ways that they haven't before, to take a leap and to be vulnerable in a space that perhaps to a level that they haven't been vulnerable like before. So I really just want to acknowledge and validate wherever you guys are at. And I feel like you're listening to this episode today because you're curious about what perhaps life coaching can grant you. And I really want to invite you to explore the realm of possibilities that is investing in yourself and investing in a safe space each week to fully express what you are moving through, what you might be navigating, and who you truly are. To feel like you have this place to go that is unconditionally loving, that is judgment free, that is safe, just does so much for you energetically. And that being said, I want to invite you to participate in life coaching with me. At the present time of filming, I'm still getting on my YouTube lingo, but at the present time of recording this episode, I actually have opened up 3 new bright and shiny spots in my life coaching practice. And I would absolutely love to coach you. I would absolutely love to invite you into this powerful container of growth, of self improvement, and just really being able to empower you to empower yourself, right? To tap into potentials that you didn't know that you were capable of. And miracles happen. Miracles happen every day. And miracles happen in coaching containers all the time. So, yeah, if you feel an intuitive nudge, I encourage you to answer it. You guys can reach out to me via my website. That will be linked down below, and there's an application form on there. And I would love to chat more with you about this. And sending all the love your way. Have a beautiful, brilliant day ahead. Thank you for listening to Note to Self. If you enjoyed this episode, please help me out by rating and reviewing this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If my energy is resonating with you and you feel the call to work with me, there are an abundance of ways to do so. I offer one-to-one life coaching programs, mastermind containers, and DIY courses, all of which are available through my website, zoearielpoulsen.com. Until next time, take note of all the abundance that surrounds you as you make the most of this game called